toffee shop were big fan favourites. Next, they say if you can't beat them, join them, and that's exactly what Ipswich Town did when it came to their nickname. The term Tractor Boys used to be chanted by their opponents as a way of putting the team down for their farming background. But during one game back in the late 90s, Ipswich were 1-0 up and they decided to flip the script. 1-0 to the Tractor Boys, they sang, and a new nickname was born. Let's head to Leicester, famous for more than just a red, well, orangey cheese and Jamie Vardy. Leicestershire is also the birthplace of fox hunting, hence the Foxes. Next up, turns out apples are not the only fruit that don't fall far from the tree. Bournemouth's nickname, the Cherries, comes from the fact the club's stadium was originally built right next to a bunch of cherry orchards. This next story actually involves two club nicknames. It started with Crystal Palace. They were having an absolute nightmare run back in the early 70s. They'd been relegated after a terrible spell and manager Malcolm Allison decided enough was enough. He wanted a new nickname, something strong, fast and destined for success. Something exactly like an eagle. But there's more to this one. Brighton were in search of a nickname too, and Palace finally gave them what they needed. In a heated match between the two back in 1976, Palace fans began chanting, "Eagles, Eagles." And some clever Brighton fans came up with the perfect reply, "Seagulls, Seagulls." Not all club nicknames have a crazy story though. Take the Gunners. That just comes from the fact a group of munitions workers in the Royal Arsenal factory in Woolwich set up the club in 1886. On the flip side, some nicknames seem simple, but there's a bit more to them. Like West Ham. The Hammers is actually nothing to do with the ham part of the name. It comes from the fact the club used to be called Thames Ironworks FC and was made up of workmen and shipbuilders. So next time the away end's chanting their crazy nickname, you'll now know exactly where it came from.
All right, fans, here we go with the main event of the evening.
Good evening and welcome to the Sports Bar on talkSPORT. Jamie O'Hara, and him over there, Jason Cundy.
Has anyone seen Spurs Super Cup? It's so funny. So Spursy, they're back. Spursy are back.
The off-season is officially over. The Premier League is back tomorrow night. The champions, Liverpool, kick off the season against Bournemouth at Anfield, and of course, it's live on talkSPORT. Will Liverpool retain their title? Will Spurs rack up more silverware? We want to know your wild stories, your big shouts ahead of the new season. Bruno Fernandes, does he work at Manchester United? Will Amorim get sacked? Who's the first gaffer out the door? Loads to talk about. Have your say. Can't do it without you. 03 717 22 33 44.
Whoa! Hello, mate.
Hello, mate.
How you doing?
I'm all right, matey. How are you?
Yeah. Oh, mate, what a day I've had. What a day, honestly.
What have you been doing?
It's been, just been watching videos of, you know, the Spurs conceding the goal, and then there's been so much on social media. I'm watching Spurs miss penalties.
Yeah.
Oh, it's been such good fun. Anyway, what have you been up to?
I've been on TV, mate, working.
You've been. What was that like? By the way, lucky I weren't with you.
Yeah, I know. It was a tough gig, mate.
What happened? What do you mean?
What do you mean? What happened?
What were you talking about? I don't know. I didn't watch it. I heard about it. Apparently, it was really good fun, entertaining. What happened?
We just talked about Spurs.
Honestly, you lot. You're such good fun. You're the band. Do you know what?
Don't start giving me banter FC and all that.
No, do you know what? You're the most banter football club ever. You are.
We're not. Arsenal
you are. No, they're not.
No, Arsenal
aren't.
Arsenal are.
They're not.
Arsenal are banter FC.
No,
they are.
No, you are.
No, we're not.
You are.
You know, at the end of the day, matey, look, I'm not going to go over it again. I'm not going to have this discussion about Spurs because, you know, you just bore me and I can never, you know, get a word in.
Well, okay. And I tell you what, I won't say a word now. Go on, speak.
Okay.
That's who we are, mate.
Well, Spurs are back. We were good against PSG. We were good. All right? Few signings. Eze over the line. Savinho over the line. We're coming. Spurs are back. Thomas Frank's a good manager. We're organised, played against a good PSG team. And listen, we're going to do all right this season. We're going to surprise people. All right? That's me done. Finished. What do you want to talk about? You're just going to sit there.
I'm waiting for you to finish.
Okay, all right.
That's it.
Well, the summer's over. The Premier League is actually back tomorrow night. talkSPORT, it's got you covered.
I believe in the meaning of spoken word.
They like that. Oh, they like that.
Top to bottom, one of the most unpredictable leagues around.
The difference is you don't quit, not until you reach the peak.
The Premier League title is coming back to Anfield.
Liverpool are the best team in the country. They were the best team in the country last year, and they've got even better.
But best believe it's your claim on it, because you got a destiny with your name on it.
Saka! 1-0 Arsenal.
Haaland to take it round the keeper. Oh, that's magnificent.
I think the Chelsea fans will expect Chelsea to compete for the league next season.
Palmer goes for goal and scores! What a hat-trick!
Oh, my gosh. Honestly, the Premier League, it never fails to deliver.
Setting up another one for Peru. Could it be two? Oh, yes, it is. Another massive moment in Ellen Road.
Here's Manuel Benson on this near side. Onto his right foot. Hits one! Oh, my word! Sunderland are Premier League again. It's a wonderful game. We love it for the same reason, the unpredictability. Oh, giving away to Isak. There's his goal.
Bruno Fernandes. What a finish. What a goal on the counter for Manchester United.
Salah, 1-0. It's talkSPORT. We are Premier League.
Yeah, the Premier League is back for a new season. talkSPORT is the place to be. It all kicks off Friday. Liverpool host Bournemouth at 8 p.m. live and exclusive on talkSPORT. Any wild predictions you got coming your way? Obviously we're going to ask people tonight, what's your predictions? What do you think's going to happen with your club? Manchester United, they're always a big talking point. Can they get it right this season with Ruben Amorim? Have you got any shouts from me? Have you got any rogue ones?
Wild prediction.
Not like stupid ones, but...
No. Okay, wild. I mean, I don't think this is that wild, actually. Spurs get relegated, mate. I mean, why are you getting ump? No, hold on.
We've done 2 shows together.
Let me ask you this.
We've done 2 shows together.
Let me ask you this question
We've got
now.
record numbers. All right, I'm not having you come on
Let me
here
ask you this question.
just be an absolute garbage talker.
Let me ask you this. Go back 12 months to this very day. We're doing the same show, and you said exactly the same thing. And I would say to you...
I said we needed to win a trophy.
And I would say to you, Spurs finished 17th. What would you have said?
I would have laughed.
Why are you laughing now?
What are you talking about? Because it's just not going to happen, Jace, is it? Come on, we've improved the squad. We've got a new manager. Come on.
I mean, but you'd have said exactly the same thing last season. Say something different that you wouldn't have said last year.
What do you mean?
So let's go back 12 months, and I'm saying Spurs to finish 17th.
Okay.
What would you have said?
I would have said, you're joking.
Yeah.
But that did happen, but we won a trophy. So why are we talking about last season?
Okay, Spurs get relegated but win a trophy.
What do you mean?
That's what they're just saying. I could caveat that to saying still win a trophy.
Yeah, but I'm asking you for a story which is not unrealistic that you think might happen this season.
Well, you finished 17th.
Can't say Spurs is going to get relegated because it's just not going to happen, Jace. So it's a stupid comment. You're sitting there, you're smiggering at me. You think you're funny, but you're boring me. All right. So take it serious.
But what I'm saying to you is that if you think about what I've said, it's not as ridiculous. 12 months ago, if I'd said you finished 17th.
Okay. All right. Spurs get relegated. Well done, Jace. Yeah. Well, brilliant. Well done. That's what you get paid the big bucks for.
Don't have proper me. It's not my fault. I won't play.
I know, but I'm asking you a serious question.
I won't play centre half. I didn't miss a penalty last night.
No, but I'm asking you a serious question.
It's not my fault. You conceded 2 goals.
If you're not going to take it seriously, I'll go to the calls and I'll just speak to them.
Oh, come on.
Let's go to Josh. He's a Liverpool fan. Josh?
All right, Josh.
Evening, lads. You all right?
I'm all right, Josh. Look, Cundy's obviously just being a donut. What predictions for the season? Liverpool in good shape, but have you got any rogue ones?
Mine was that I think Chelsea might push for the title, along with João Pedro maybe getting top goal scorer.
You're as bad as
After
Cundy.
what I've seen from him.
You're as bad as Cundy. You're literally as bad as Cundy.
So good.
Josh, what are you on about?
No, let Josh talk.
I've just been shocked by them, to be honest. I thought after last season, obviously they're just inconsistent, and obviously injuries, Palmer and stuff.
Mate, they're really not all that, you know. Right? I know that like they won the Club World Cup, they beat PSG. Right, well done. That was a decent performance. Played no one building up to that game. Literally B-rate teams, like conference teams. Right, that is literally all they played building up to that final. All right, they beat PSG. Well done. They run out of steam. But that Club World Cup puts Chelsea in a false position. Everyone thinks that they're now going to challenge for the title. They ain't that. They ain't that good. They ain't that good, Josh.
Fourth.
All right, they ain't that good. They're a decent side. All right, with some good players, good prospects. Got Cole Palmer, João Pedro. I think is a good signing. Let's not get carried away that Chelsea all of a sudden going to start challenging for the title. They ain't. They are not going to challenge for the title. They played in the Club World Cup that none of the champions of the league actually played in. No one from Spain. The winners of Spain, the winners of the Premier League, and the winners of Italy, they weren't even in the Club World Cup. So how can it be the Club World Cup champions?
Yeah, I do agree with you. What they shouldn't have been in it and stuff. But as far as players look like that João Pedro, he looks like.
Can I ask you a question, Josh?
Yeah, of course you can.
Who do you think's the best team in the world right now?
Honestly, with the signings we've made, it's going to be Liverpool.
No, you ain't played yet.
No, you asked him a question, he gave you an answer.
No, but you ain't played.
That ain't the answer you wanted.
No, but you ain't played yet. You ain't played yet.
What do you mean?
You're going to...
Josh, don't, Josh.
No, okay, let me ask.
Don't fall into his little trap.
I'll ask you this, okay?
Okay, what?
Who do you think is the best team right now is in the world?
Liverpool.
Well, okay, why didn't they win the Champions League?
What do you mean?
We were unlucky in the shootout.
Who did PSG knock you out of the Champions League?
Whooping.
They did,
yeah. Okay, I'll ask you again. I mean, it's not a difficult question because everyone, including you, O'Hara, last night, the best team in the world, I had to pull you up. So within 12 hours, 24 hours, you've changed your mind. Yesterday you said the PSG is the best side in the world, and I had to pull you up. Now you're saying Liverpool. Who's the best team in the world?
Liverpool.
He's changed your mind. Josh? Basically, Chelsea beat the best team in the world, and that is what you can't get your head round. It's not my fault. Don't blame me. Okay. You got beat on pens. I didn't miss a penalty.
Forget about Chelsea, mate. They ain't going to be anywhere near you this season. Liverpool, if you get Isak, it's game over.
If they don't.
Oh, yeah, especially the news about, obviously, Wissa might now go because of, is it Wataro? So I think that, like, the only gripe I've got about the whole situation is the way he's acted at Newcastle. It's kind of made me go,
I know, mate, but he ain't going to do that at Liverpool. Do you know what I mean? He wants to be at Liverpool. He don't want to be at Newcastle. These things happen. Yeah. People want to move on. He wants to join you. You should be buzzing. He wants out. Newcastle, a brilliant football club, great fan base. You know, billionaire owners. But he's kicking up a fuss. He wants out of there because he wants to join Liverpool. Got to be buzzing. I know it's not ideal situation, but you know, come on, Liverpool fans are going to love him. He's basically just he's gone on strike because he wants to join your football club.
Honestly, the hypocrisy for Liverpool fans is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, it's just incredible. I mean, it wasn't that long ago they're giving poor old Trent a tough time. He's had Spanish lessons for 2 years. I mean, now all of a sudden it's like Isak wants to join. I mean, it's exactly what, in some ways, it's very similar to what he's doing. He wants to join another club. He's forcing his way out the club. Isak is doing it in one way. Trent did the other. But Liverpool fans, you know, they honestly, the hypocrisy, and not just Liverpool fans, football fans, the hypocrisy is unbelievable.
Right. Right, get your calls in. You want to have your say? The Premier League is back. What rogue shouts have you got for us? You want to talk about your club?
I've got one.
Go on.
I'll do it off the break. I've got one.
All right. But no one cares. 03 717 22 344. You are listening to the Sports Bar on talkSPORT. Me, Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Still to come, we're going to hear from Liverpool manager Arne Slot, ahead of their game against Bournemouth. He's live on talkSPORT, commentary from 8 p.m. Now we're taking your calls ahead of the new season, though. We want your wild predictions. Something, not unrealistic, though, but let's not, talk about Tottenham getting relegated because you're just being silly. Let's go to Tom, who's a Chelsea fan. All right, Tom?
All right, Tom?
How are we doing? You all right?
I'm all right, Tom. You?
Yeah, not bad, not bad.
Well, what's your wild prediction for us?
I don't think it's wild. I think it's probably going to happen, but that's Tottenham getting relegated.
Oh, come on, guys.
Honestly,
why is that so unfeasible?
I mean, Jay, sorry, Tom. Hold on one second, mate. What's up?
Why has he gone so quiet for?
No, he's
Tom. Come on, mate. Come on. Spurs are not going to get relegated.
Hold on.
All right.
Last year you finished 17th.
Yeah, we've got a new manager and we've improved the squad.
You've got a new manager, right? Who's only managed Brentford, whose job was to stay up most of the time.
Well, it wasn't, but go on.
Right, and he's gone to your lot, who are just Spursy.
Right,
You'll probably win another title in 17 years.
Okay. Right, Spurs are not going to get relegated, Tom.
Why not?
Well, because it's not. There's more chance of Chelsea get relegated.
Why not?
Do you know what I mean? It's just not going to happen. It just doesn't happen.
What, the champions of the world?
Yeah. All right. Anything else?
I mean, Jay.
What do you mean, Jay? What do you mean, Jay?
Don't. It's not our fault you finished 17th.
Okay, all right.
Don't take it.
You know what? Right?
What?
If you're going to be stupid,
right,
I'll just move on, then we'll go to someone else.
I'm not being stupid. I'm being serious.
No, Jay's not being stupid.
Tom, thank you, mate. Let's go to Giles. He's Aston Villa fan. Giles?
He wasn't being stupid.
I've got two predictions. Everton top 8.
Okay.
Which I really think.
And what's the other one?
You lot finishing bottom of the Champions League.
Why is everyone coming after Tottenham?
I don't know, mate. He's a Villa fan. I don't know.
His line's not great.
No, but I heard what he said. He said Everton to finish top 8, Spurs to finish bottom of the Champions League group.
Yeah, I mean,
that's bad. At the minute, it's a bad season, mate. I mean, Jay, it's not happened.
No, I know, but I just feel like I'm coming on here to have a decent conversation with people, and you're giving me absolute guff.
But you could hold on. So you don't like the conversation?
Well, I just think it's a ridiculous conversation. Spurs are not going to finish bottom of the Champions League group, right? And we just drew with PSG, all right, who are the European champions. So let's not beat around the bushes.
6 days, they flipped.
Okay, but Spurs
7 days ago.
Side.
7 days ago,
not going to go and win the Champions
7
League.
days ago, they blew Marley in Ibiza.
Okay, but let's not talk about Spurs getting relegated. Okay, Spurs. If you turn around to me and say Spurs finish outside the top half, okay, and I'll go, all right, well, let's see what happens because that's not unrealistic. Okay, do I think Spurs are going to finish 5th? No, but I'd like to think that we can get there. But let's not say Spurs are going to get relegated. No, that's just not going to happen.
You asked for a wild take. It's a bit of a wild take, but not impossible.
Okay.
Joey finished
what about Everton top 8?
Okay. I mean, bottom of the Champions League group last season. Okay. Young boys.
All right, what about Everton?
Young boys.
Okay. What about
good team?
What about
you
Everton?
could finish bottom of the Champions League group. Young boys did. They finished bottom.
Let's go to Michael, who's a Man United fan. Mike?
Hey, mate, how you doing, all right?
I'm all right, Mike, how are you?
Spurs are not getting relegated, mate. They're too good.
I mean, it's just ridiculous.
How do you know?
Well, what they did last night, mate, I mean, they were unlucky, but they gave PSG a run for their money.
What about, Mike, what about Man United? What do you think, where do you think you're going to be this season? Because they're a big talking point. They always are. They're a massive football club.
Well, of course they are, but it depends if they can get the 2 next signings in, doesn't it? If they get Donnarumma in and they get the Brighton midfielder, I don't think that will happen.
I like Belieber.
Yeah.
Belieber's
if they got him, that would be the sign of the century for United. Do you know what I mean? If they got him.
I think pressure's on Amorim though. Early doors, mate. I think you've got to.
Of course it is.
If you lose a couple of games early on, you got a tough start to the season. By the way. You got some difficult games.
Oh, of course we have. But I mean, the way I look at it, that front three, would you be scared as a Spurs fan to face that lot?
Well, no, because we beat you 4 times last season.
But we got Conyo in there.
I know, but we beat you 4 times last season, so we wouldn't be scared of Man United. I don't think anyone is. That's the problem.
But it mentioned the front three, though.
Yeah, it's a decent front three. We got Mbuemo from Brentford.
Yeah.
You got Cunha from Wolves.
Yeah.
And you've got Sesko, who's an up-and-coming player from Europe who we don't know what he's going to do. I mean, what's there to be afraid of? I mean, they're good players.
Yeah, but what I mean is if you face those three and if they're
it ain't Mohamed Salah, is it? Do you know what I mean?
And you got Bruno Fernandes as well.
Bruno Fernandes, yeah, but the problem you got with Bruno Fernandes is where's he going to play?
That's the problem because he seems to be in pre-season. He did all right in the first couple of games and he went deeper and deeper. I thought, no, that's his worst position.
Well, this is the problem you've got. You're playing him centre midfield. So he's going to be getting the ball off the back four. It's literally the last thing you want Bruno Fernandes doing.
I think they should change the formation, just go right.
Well, he ain't going to change the formation.
Michael.
No, he ain't.
Michael.
I know. And it'd been, when you look at it, though, if we went 4-3-3, that'd be better, wouldn't it?
Michael. Honestly.
I would say United, if they can get those 2 signings they need, I think they can get into top 4.
Okay, what are the signings? What? Honestly, what are the signings?
The goalkeeper.
Yeah, go on. Can he play wing back? Got to keep going. Goalkeeper, then what?
Midfielder.
Honestly, you've just said if he changes the formation, right? He ain't changing the formation, Michael. He ain't changing it. He dug his hip.
But I'm saying if he did, that would be the best one to go for. That's what I'm saying.
Michael, he is playing a 3 at the back, a 5 out of possession. Okay?
Mm.
What do you mean?
Well, it's just if he pulls it off. He
pulls
gave
what off?
Some of the teams in pre-season.
What's he pulling off?
Mate.
What's he pulling off? What's he pulling off?
Wait till Sunday.
No.
What do you mean? You've got to wait till Sunday to see him pull something off. What do you mean?
Michael, you just said if he pulls it off.
If we win on Sunday and we give Arsenal a good whipping, we could be looking at top 4.
You're nuts.
Seriously.
No, you're nuts,
mate. You're not. Listen. You're not pulling. You're not pulling Arteta off on Sunday.
No, you're not putting anything off, Michael.
Like, come on. Let's not. Let's not. There's no 2 ways about it here. Man United do not finish in the top 4. You're not finishing in the top 4. You're not, Mike. Come on. Let's be realistic here. You're not. You're all over the gaff as a football club. You're an absolute shambles. Yeah, right, you've signed a couple of decent players in Mbuemo and in Cunha. Well done. All right, but that doesn't get away from the fact you were absolutely stinking last season. You've got Bruno Fernandes, who's going to be playing in midfield for you, who can't get up and down. He's literally the worst position for him is to use him as a centre midfield player because he's an unbelievable number 10. So you're wasting him. You've still got the back 3, which is unconvincing. You've still got Onana in goal. Like, don't sit here and all of a sudden you're like, we're going to get top 4. Like, be realistic, Mikey. If you get in the top half, I'd say that's progression.
I agree with that.
Yeah, but why didn't we get those 2 signings in? If we got those 2 signings, that's what I'm saying. If we got those 2 signings in, why can't we go?
You've got a massive mentality problem at Man United.
Sorry,
a huge one.
What 2 signings? Sorry, you keep saying 2 signings. Sorry, where?
With Baliba in midfield.
Baliba's a massive upgrade. I totally agree there. What's the other one?
Goalkeeper.
Who?
Donnarumma.
All right. You ain't going to get top 4 though, Mike.
You're getting top 4, Mikey.
But we only haven't got European matches. So
Mikey, stop with this nonsense. Stop with it.
We could.
No, you can't.
Michael, who's finishing above you?
Liverpool will be up there. Man City.
Yeah. Who else?
Chelsea.
Yep.
Arsenal. Where are Arsenal? Arsenal below you now, are they?
Why not?
What?
We've got more chance. If we can pull it off on Sunday...
Stop saying pulled off.
What are you on about? You think you're going to finish above Arsenal?
If we beat the big dogs, because the first 6 games, right, we get some big results from them, why can't we go for top 4?
Mike, everyone wants to go for top 4. But it has to be realistic ambitions. You finished, 15th last season?
Yeah.
You haven't got Europe. It's a disaster in the Europa League.
But we got less games. But we got less games to play, So we've got less chance of getting less injuries this season.
Oh, my God.
You got less games of being rubbish as well. I don't know what... Do you think that Europe is the reason you finished where you did?
No, but what I'm saying is, if we haven't got Europe this season, why not? Can't we go for top 4?
Everyone wants to go for top 4.
We've got a chance to improve.
Yeah, on 15th.
Michael, do you know what? Right? This could be This could be one of those phone calls, right, where you come back next season, you go, "Oh my God, Michael was right." Can we clip this and just hold it?
No. Well, listen. We'll put it in the archives. We'll put it in the archives, along with all the other garbage. Most of it's Cundy. There's 100 clips of Cundy in there, and Michael, the main.
There's more coming.
We put it in the garbage archive.
Where is he, by the way? Where's 100% garbage? Where is he?
Apparently he's away. I had a look. It's someone he tweeted it. Someone said that he's away. Garbage.
No, mate. Do you know what? He ain't phoned. I'm disappointed. He ain't phoned. Has he phoned up and congratulated you winning the Europa League? Did he do that or not?
I don't remember.
He ain't phoned up Chelsea when the. Very disappointed.
Yeah, I know, but
very disappointed.
I don't think garbage is. He's not. He's away doing some charity work or something.
He's doing business, mate.
He is. I'm telling you.
Business is up.
Garbage.
I can only imagine what sort of business
garbage is not phoning us up.
When his phone goes on silent, what sort of business is he up to?
All right, get your calls in. Loads to talk about. Bruno Fernandes, is that a problem for Man United fans? The way you're going to play him? Obviously a discussion. Wild predictions as well. Not too ridiculous, though.
I've got one. I haven't told you mine.
Go on, tell me.
No. Next break.
Okay. 03-717-223333. You're listening to the Sports Bar on talkSPORT with talkSPORT Bet. Download the new talkSPORT Bet app today. 18+. Begin with all. You're listening to the Sports Bar on talkSPORT. Me, Jamie O'Hara, and Jason Cundy. Still to come, we're going to be joined by comedians Jacob Hawley and Jake Farrell in the studio from 11 o'clock. It's going to be good fun. Reminder that talkSPORT live commentary, the Premier League opener tomorrow night. Liverpool host Bournemouth. But first, we're taking your calls. Wild predictions. 03 717 223344. Let's go to Neil. He's an Arsenal fan. All right, Neil?
All right, Neil.
Hello, mate. Yeah, good evening, Jamie. Good evening, Jason.
All right, Neil. How are you?
Good. Just one that's a little bit off the wall, but things have got to line up for it to happen. And I've been in a betting shop. I've had a look at the price of him. I actually think that Nicholas Jackson is a much better centre forward than people give him credit for. And I know I'm not going to please a lot of Arsenal fans, and I would have liked him instead of Gyökeres. I know that they went on because they got Madueke. People were going, why are we buying Chelsea rejects? But I think if Jackson could go to Newcastle, I would back him to be the leading goal scorer next year. I mean, he had a load of chances. He had a lot of chances last year. He's very quick. There's no centre forward quicker than him in the league. And if he's at a club like Newcastle, he knows he's going to play every week. He could be the man.
I mean, Neil.
Yeah. You can look at all the facts of it, and the facts are true. He's got a decent scoring record, right? And he was in a team.
But he's third choice at Chelsea.
No, they wanted him out all the time. There was always he goes to Newcastle.
Yeah, but they didn't want him out. They brought in João Pedro and they brought in Liam Delap, and now and he's third choice.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I don't think.
So how's he going to go and be the top goal scorer in the Premier League when he's third choice at Chelsea?
Well, I don't think he's justified being third choice at Chelsea. I think that he's one of them players that people like to get on the back of. Just as we had with Andy Cole when he misses 1 in 3 and all that rubbish that we had years ago. I just think Jackson's
Andy Cole scored 160 Premier League goals.
Yeah, look at Jackson's record, right? For the player that was supposed to be that bad, right? His goal record isn't bad. And the thing is, it was only his first season coming in there from Villarreal. He still was on the upgrade. I've got no kind of thing. I just see that as a wild wild one off the wall. And I just think that he's a better player than people give him credit for. And I think he could surprise a lot of people if he's at a club where he's loved. And I think at Newcastle, they lose Isaac. He'll be guaranteed to play every week. And there's no player quicker than him in the Premiership. No one.
I mean, you asked for wild. That is a wild take. I've watched a lot of Nicholas Jackson. He gets into good areas. He is very wasteful. There's nothing to say that he can't improve as a striker. That is something they can improve. Finishing, I've seen strikers develop as they get older. But to make him top goal scorer in the Premier League next season, it's pretty wild. That Jay's right. He's third choice at Chelsea. I don't see a future for him at Chelsea next season. If he stays...
No. He can't be at Chelsea. He's got to leave. He's got to be...
All right, for this...
If he goes to Newcastle, it'll be the one. Anyway, we'll see.
All right, we'll see. We'll see. Neil, what about Arsenal? Gyökeres, are you happy? What's the deal with Arteta this season? Has he got to win a trophy?
No, I don't think he's got to win it. Every season we've improved. It's one of them ones a bit like the tennis. When Andy Murray was about, he was stuck with Federer and all these other players, and we come along the time when Man City were the best team we'd seen in the Premiership league. And last year was our chance because I don't think Liverpool were that great last year, even though they won it quite convincingly. This year, I think it's going to be much more competitive, which will probably suit Arsenal because there'll be points being taken off of each team. I think they've got a great chance. I'm just not as convinced about Gyökeres as what they're coming out with as our, because I see a player that was, that played at Coventry, played at Brighton, went to Sporting Lisbon, done very, very well. I hope to be proved wrong, but I think he's going to be decent. And maybe you only have to be decent in the Arsenal side, the amount of chances you're going to get. But I don't think that, he's not Thierry Henry. Let's get this straight. No, and I think that we've come out, and I think sometimes and Arsenal fans, every fan's liable for it. We're building him up a lot. And you could have a heavy fall, but I just think there's just a lack of quality centre forwards in the world anyway, and so anyone that's got any kind of record, they suddenly become fantastic, But we'll see.
Neil, top man, mate, thanks for your call. Let's go to Gorinda, who's a Leicester fan. All right, Gorinda.
Yes, she is. She's back.
All right, Gorinda.
I'm good.
How's your summer been, Gorinda?
How's the championship?
You guys did a Spursy yesterday, didn't we?
Yeah. Championship, though, look at Corinda. Are you going to go and watch the games this season? Are you going to be there?
No.
Corinda, what have you been up to in the summer? You must have been away holidaying. Where have you been? with the girls?
I haven't. I've got some holidays booked.
Where are you going?
I've got Rome, Amsterdam, and India. Actually, I've not been there for like so many years. I'm going to go there.
Why are you going to Amsterdam?
I love it. It's my favourite place. I just love it. It's every year. Yeah.
Every year in Amsterdam. What'd you get up to?
There's a really nice hotel, a spa hotel. Okay, it's a really nice luxury hotel. The food is amazing. I love the food. Yeah, and you know what?
Where is it in Amsterdam? I'll Google it. Where is it? I've got my computer. Give us the name of that. Go on, where is it?
Waldorf Astoria.
Oh, do you know what? Right, I know Corinda. It doesn't surprise me. The
Waldorf Astoria. Good hotels, then, by the way.
It's amazing.
Lovely
it's
one.
So good.
Beautiful hotels they are, Corinda. Beautiful.
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, can't beat a Waldorf.
How many Fs in Waldorf?
What do you mean?
One, I think.
Asking Cundy to spell anything is like...
Hold on. But listen. When you get there, what do you get up to though in Amsterdam? What do you?
It's my first solo trip. I'm going to do that yearly end of Feb.
It's a good area around there, you know, Corinda, Waldorf, central, lots to do.
Yeah, and I did a solo trip, and you just meet people, you have a good laugh.
Any old bikes?
What'd you say?
You got biking?
Bike. I don't bike. I've never cycled.
You've never been on a bike?
No.
Where's this conversation going?
Everyone gets on bikes, don't they? And they go have a nice ride in Amsterdam.
Is that what you do, Corinda?
No, that's not for me. That's not for me.
What do you mean? Everyone gets it's flat. It's a flat country.
There's a lot of bikes there. Do you go?
Biking. I just like good food.
So you don't go get on a bike and ride, no?
No.
Okay.
I don't know. That's what they do. Jay's absolutely right.
I think it is a national thing that people do in Amsterdam.
I think it is the bike capital of Europe.
I think the locals do, but I don't think.
I think they've got the most bikes in a city centre in the whole of Europe.
I think you're right. Yeah, I think you're right. Corinda, no? Don't fancy it?
No. Can I just say that I think Isak is very overrated. I just think he had an okay season. He's not going to be the top goal scorer. I picked Haaland. And I think Liverpool, everyone's like, oh, Isak goes to Liverpool. No, I don't think so. Look at them against Palace. I think Man City.
So I've got the Waldorf Astoria up here, right? In the it's 5 stars. It's elite. I mean, we expect nothing less. Right? Oh, look at Jay. Look at that. Look at the hotel, mate. Look at that.
I mean, I know what a Waldorf Astoria looks like. They're beautiful.
But Jay, look at that.
Yeah, it does look good.
At that.
It's all right in the water, right in the middle of town. It's all going on. There's loads of bikes knocking around where you are.
Let me look. I can only imagine what sort of suite that you'd go for. Let me just explain to you. Hold on, what have I done? Honestly, Jason, I'm terrible. Done, bang. Okay, here we go.
What are you pressing on there on Amsterdam? Hold on.
Hold on, no, don't mention that. No, lovely pair of wheels. So we've got here. Oh, look at they've got the Grand Premier King Patio. Yeah. What dates you going, Corinda?
Oh, here we go. We're going to get a price up.
They upgraded me to one of the, I don't know, King whatever Premier. And
upgraded, Corinda.
They just...
Oh, big time, aren't you, Corinda?
It's got upgraded.
Upgraded.
Yeah, this Corinda rocks in. It must be like Lady Di walking in there. Doesn't it? Here she comes. Out comes the red carpet.
The red carpet for Corinda.
Honestly,
can I just say, right?
Go on.
I think Leicester are going to make it up. You know,
no one cares, Corinda. No one cares. No. Premier League's back. You're not in it. No one cares.
No one does.
Still, sorry, Corinda. It is what it is, mate. You know, you're not in it.
Okay, can I just say, right? You won't be relegated, Spurs. You won't be relegated.
Thanks, Corinda.
I think the three that came up are coming down.
Well, that's a discussion to have, that's for sure. Corinda, look after yourself. Enjoy yourself in Amsterdam. I'm sure we'll speak to you loads throughout the season.
The room's there in the Waldorf Astoria. Yeah. Corinda, so I'm going to the most expensive.
I don't know why you're going for the most expensive.
No, hold on, I'm
the cheapest person ever.
Hold on,
honestly, cobwebs in your pocket.
Okay, here we go. Right? Okay, here we go. So it's the Branato Suite for 2 nights, Canal View.
Yeah.
2 nights. What you paying?
Best room in the house.
Best room for 2 nights.
In Amsterdam, 1,500 quid.
No, it's the Waldorf Astoria 5-star, mate. Come on, up you
For
go.
2 nights?
For 2 nights.
Right, $3,000.
6,399.
That's ridiculous.
I know, but that's what
pays
it is. That's who she is, mate. She's
No,
elite.
but come on, who pays that?
I don't know, I might get a better deal on Booking.com. Let me try that.
All right, let's go to Jack. He's a Blackburn fan. All right, Jack.
Right, Jack.
Hi, boys. I've just got a prediction about Adam Wharton, if you've heard of him.
Go on. Brilliant player.
So, since the rumours, it's been belabor this, belabor that.
Uh-huh.
I think for a good few years now, Adam Wharton's been the best defensive midfielder in the Premier League. And I think
behave yourself. Come on, he ain't better than Casado. Come on.
He's about to win. He's going to win the PFA Player of the Year, mate.
No, come on, he's a good player. He ain't better than Casado. Come on.
If you watch him,
no.
Liverpool in the Community Shield.
He's not better than Casado.
No, he's miles better than Casado. He's a big game player. He did it in the FA Cup final, the Community Shield. He did it against Villa in the semis. Come on, you got.
No, listen, I like him. I like him. I think he's a brilliant player.
Best defensive midfielder in the country.
No, he's not better than Casado.
Really? Is he just a defensive midfielder?
He's a dictator, isn't he?
He's a defensive midfielder.
No, he's a bit of an all-rounder. He gets on the ball, he makes things happen, he makes the team tick.
I think if I'm being generous, I'll give you guys maybe on his day, Rodri. But
what?
I think I guess
What do you mean maybe?
For you then is who do you think would be better for United, Wharton or Belabor?
Oh, Belabor. See, I don't think you're comparing apples with apples. I think you're. I do not see Wharton and Belabor the same players. I don't see them as the same players.
I think Man United need Belabor.
Yeah, Belabor, he disrupts. He breaks up attacks. He's aggressive. He's quick to the challenge. That is not Wharton. Wharton's not that player. Say again?
If I'm looking at that double pivot for United,
yeah,
and I look at I think Bruno's going to play a false 9 while Sesko fits in. So I think you're looking at United at the moment. They've got Mainu and Ugarte. I think Mainu's better than Ugarte, and so I think Mainu and Belabor are the same sort of player. So you need to upgrade Ugarte, and the perfect version of Ugarte is Wharton.
Okay.
I think Wharton gets United top 5.
I don't see Wharton as that player.
I like Wharton, but I agree. I agree with what you're saying.
Wharton, he's a bit more of a like you said. He controls the tempo. He's the link. He's the Ugarte. I don't know what Ugarte is actually. I'm not quite sure what he is. But he's a bit of a hybrid of the two. Belabor is a better defensive midfielder than Wharton. The pair together, I get. That makes more sense. But to say that he's better at that, Wharton is a better in for me possession and building attacks. Belabor, mate, honestly, I'd say Belabor is much the better player. Much the better player.
Better than Wharton?
Yeah, I would.
You think Belabor's better than Wharton?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do, mate.
What, for Man United or just in general?
Both.
Big statement, that, Jace.
Mate, I think he is. He's up and down. He breaks attacks. He sets things up.
Come on, we're talking about Adam Wharton going Real Madrid.
No, mate, we're talking about Belabor going to United. Let me tell you now, he's. I think he's 21, 22. You wait, this kid. He is He's the next cab off the. He is in that.
The next Casado.
He's the next Casado. This has come round earlier for him and Brighton than they thought, right? But I get why United are chasing him. He's a monster, mate, in the middle of the park. Monster.
He's not better than Wharton.
Okay, well, you asked the question. Right now, if I was a United fan, I would rather believe it in the middle of the park than Wharton. They've got Kobe Mainu. They don't need that Wharton build. They don't need that.
Okay, all right, you can have your sound there. Keep your calls coming in. Wild predictions, 03 717 22 3344. You're listening to the Sports Bar on talkSPORT. Me, Jamie O'Hara, Jason Cundy, still to come. We're joined by comedians Jacob Hawley and Jake Farrell. They're in the studio. They love the Sports Bar, apparently. Going to have a bit of fun with them. Reminder, talkSPORT live commentary of the Premier League opener tomorrow night. Liverpool host Bournemouth, but we're taking calls. Wild predictions. Let's go to Sam. Let's go to... Yeah, he's a Liverpool fan. All right, Sam.
Sammy boy.
Hey, guys, you all right?
I'm all right, Sammy. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad, thank you. Not too bad.
What's your wild take?
Well, might be a wild take, might not necessarily be, but thinking that Liverpool have a very good chance this year winning the treble. I think in particular, if we sign Isaac as well, possibly push for a quad.
I mean, it's never been done before. That's why you said possibly. I mean, signing Isaac gives you some, but defensively, Sam, I don't know if you're good enough to do that.
I would agree with you, Jace. If we can get Gahey as well as this Leone lad.
Hold on. You've just spent 200 million. This conversation.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. It's a hard way. If we can get Gahey, obviously sticking within PSL, whatever it is, then great. But if we can't,
what about you get Saliba? Get Saliba as well. That'll help. Get him in. Get Eze.
Yeah, but the thing is, right? It's not out of reach. Gahey and Isak is not out of reach for Liverpool. They are trying to get them deals done. So if they do get Gahey and Isak, they are going to be a real force. I mean, we are talking about an unbelievable team that they've put together.
Yeah, defensively, Liverpool. I'm not totally convinced they're good enough to do that. Definitely good enough to win the title, but to go and win a treble and a quad, that's a.
They're once every decade, didn't they?
I mean, quads never happen. So
well, the quad can't. I can't see how the quad can happen. Too many games, too many fixtures.
Something will happen, won't it? There'll be a bad 45 minutes.
Yeah, it just don't happen. The treble is outrageous, but you've got to be at it, and you can get it maybe potentially over the line. But the quad is just ridiculous.
By the way, you spoke about 100% garbage, right? Every year he comes out with the quad, right? Every year, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He'll come out again with that same old garbage, right?
Yeah. What are you saying? He's not going to do it this season?
Oh, he'll do it. He'll definitely do it, mate. He'll come out with some garbage about it. He says it's like if you throw enough stuff at a wall, some of it's going to stick, right? Eventually, it's all going to stick. That's what he does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
He stows enough poo at a wall.
Poo?
Well, that's it. You throw enough.
What are you throwing at the wall? You're throwing poo.
Well, that's what it sticks, doesn't it?
You said you throw enough stuff at a wall, something's going to stick.
Yeah, it's all going to stick.
Well, not if it's stuck.
I know, but if you talk enough, can I say the word? No, I can't because I can't say it because I'll get
Well, I don't know where you're going with this, but no. If you're having to think
so
about
it's an
it,
expression, right? For those that don't know, if you throw enough that right at the wall, eventually some of it's going to stick. Eventually you're going to go, see, look, I told you I was right, and that's what garbage does. It throws enough poo around, another word, eventually it's going to stick, mate. And that's what he does, and he hasn't stuck. Yeah.
Let's go to Spencer, who's a Man United fan. Spence?
Hello, lads. How are we?
All right, Spence. You all right?
I'm very good. I'd just like to draw attention to the fact that Arsenal fans really have got, delusions of failure nowadays because they reckon Arteta's building something, but Eric Ten Hag won 2 trophies and got the sack. They're no good, Arsenal. They're just pony. At least Tottenham wins something.
Well, look, we'll see this season, won't we? He spent money, he's got the striker in, that's always been the excuse for them. They ain't got no excuses now, have they?
So, on that, I reckon Isak's not as good as Isak's only good because he's the only one there. Because if you compared him to just strikers from your day, Jason Cundy, then you know what I mean. Where's he on that list? He's nowhere. You know what I mean?
No,
Furthermore,
but you can't say that, can you? I mean, he's doing.
I just did.
Okay, fair enough.
So,
fair enough.
And I'd just like to say, I don't think Liverpool will get in the top 4 this year.
Well, that's a big shout, man.
Spence, what are you on about?
Come on, Spenny boy.
I just think, because when I listened to Slot the other day, he was getting his excuses in early. The players have got to get used to each other, this, that, the other. City are just sitting there silent. No one's even speaking about City. No one. I ain't even heard them being mentioned.
No, yeah,
they're just going about the business.
They haven't had much to say, have they? I mean, they haven't had nothing really to shout about pre-season. They're just going to crack on.
Well, I think Chelsea win the league, City is second, Arsenal are third.
Fourth?
I'm going to go as a Man United fan, fourth, because I've got to have hope.
Who? Fourth?
Yeah. Man United.
So this is the problem, right? This is the problem, isn't it? I mean, he's not got Liverpool. So where are Liverpool finishing? Fifth? Fifth.
So Liverpool finishing below Man United.
Yeah,
so they're in the Europa League.
Man United are going to do Tottenham home and away this year.
We beat you 4 times last season, mate. Honestly, it was boring.
You can't carry on, Jamie.
Boring.
You're of average, mate.
I know, but it was just boring beating you.
Boring! It was a boring final, mate. Yeah.
I know, but Spence, let's be honest, right? You got massive problems. I like Mbuemo's. That's a good signing. Sesko, again, good signing. Cunha, like him. See if he runs about. He hardly run about at Wolves, but talented football player.
Yeah,
He's got so many other problems. He's got so many other problems.
Mate, I've just got to say the fact that Scott McTominay is in the Ballon d'Or list and we sold him for next to nothing because he just says all about the club. Yeah, listen. I said in hope we'll finish fourth. Obviously, I don't believe that. I mean, if we did,
you can't. No. That's not the conversation. You can't now. Now you're backing out.
All right, we're going to finish fourth.
No, you're back. Well, don't back out, Spencer.
I'm not backing out.
You just tried to.
Sesko's going to score more than Isak and Gyökeres. How about that?
Put together. Spencer.
Go on.
So who's winning the title? Chelsea?
Yeah, Chelsea, City, Arsenal, United, Liverpool, and Sesko's going to score more than Isak and Gyökeres.
I mean, I've heard it here on talkSPORT. Let's go to Spence. Listen, mate.
Cheers, Spence.
Let's go to Jim. He's a Leeds fan. Jim.
All right, Jimbo.
Now then, lads, how are you doing?
All right, Jimbo. You?
Yeah, all right. I just want to shout out Screener as well. Big fans of Jacob and Jake, so looking forward to hearing from them.
Yeah, they're in soon.
Coming in.
Yeah. I was over to catch them, but
do you want to speak to us?
You don't want to talk to us? What do you mean? What is this?
Get rid of him. No, get rid of him. Get rid.
Come on.
No, go, Jim, go.
No, hold on. Let's be nice to Jim, right? He's
no, John, I don't speak to him.
He wants to listen to the boys who are coming in, Jacob and Jake. I'm sure we'll take some calls. There'll be some questions knocking about, Jim. So, we'll try and get you on. But what do you want to say to us?
Lovely. I want to say that I reckon all 3 teams could stay up, all 3 promoted sides could stay up this season.
talking absolute garbage. I think Leeds have got a chance. Just because you Leeds.
I think Leeds have got a chance.
Okay, who's going down?
Sunderland as well.
Who's going down?
Wolves, potentially West Ham, potentially Brentford as well.
I mean,
I just don't think they're good enough. The West Ham one's interesting.
I mean, look, it ain't going to happen, right? Because that's never going to happen.
West Ham, mate.
Why ain't it going to happen?
West Ham could go down.
Could get sucked in.
No, West Ham could go down. I'm not convinced.
No,
the Salt Cougars.
That was my hot take. Hot take.
Hot take.
Whatever. Is that what you do these days?
Don't do a hot take, Jace.
What
are you doing?
Hot take. West Ham, right? I don't know whether West Ham are good enough, mate.
Well,
all
they've got to be is better than the bottom three.
No, but
that's where I think. If
I was a West Ham fan, I'd love to have West Ham fans. If I'm a West Ham fan, I'm looking over my shoulder now. I think West Ham could get sucked in, mate.
What are you looking over their shoulder at? They're on the start line.
Yeah. Well, turn round.
Okay.
Look over your shoulder. Do it. Go on. Now, what are you seeing?
The start line.
No, you can't do it.
What is the start line?
You've got Leeds breathing down your neck.
We ain't breathing anywhere.
Yeah, breathing, mate.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
They're just
mate,
here.
West Ham fans,
me.
I think West Ham fans, genuinely, and that's where I agree, I think they're not sure about West Ham, mate. Graham Potter, don't know. I'm just not. It's one of those.
No, I'm the same. Kudus has binned them. Do you know what I mean? They're lucky they got Jared Bowen. He's the only player that
he's the one.
He's the only one. If he gets injured or he sacks it off, which he won't because he loves West Ham, he's the only one who gets them out of trouble. They are in big,
There's one
big
team to go down alongside the ones that have come up. If there's any one of those that can take their place, I think West Ham might be.
Do you think West Ham?
I think West Ham. Yeah, Brentford. Yeah, good shout.
Bournemouth coming in though. 03717 22 33 Got comedians coming in now. Jacob Hall and Jake Farrell.
Formula One. It's a sport often seen as insular and elitist, but it's seen a meteoric rise under its owners Liberty Media, not only in popularity and viewership, but in the ability to almost print money. From greater access to more races, Here's how it happened. For decades, Formula One was owned and run by one man, Bernie Ecclestone. He was old school, someone who thought the sport itself was enough, and there was no need for all this modern marketing and social media nonsense. But in 2016, Ecclestone agreed to sell his baby to American group Liberty Media. It cost Liberty Media $4.4 billion, and they quickly got to work. We got an F1 app almost immediately, and teams were allowed to show us more from behind the scenes. One of Liberty's most important deals was with Netflix, which in 2019 brought us Drive to Survive. The effect? An almost 70% rise in viewership for races in the US alone. It's massively benefited Formula One online too, with a rise from 7.8 million followers across its social media platforms in 2016 to around 50 million today. New eyes are on the sport too, with F1's own subscription TV channel, which people can watch anywhere in the world. But the main market they've tapped into is the US. There's now 3 races there a year, in Texas, Miami and Las Vegas, and an American-branded team, Cadillac, getting involved in the sport too. More races seems to be the direction of travel. A street circuit in Madrid's being welcomed onto the calendar, while conversations around a Grand Prix in Africa have ramped up in the last few years. More big events could be in the offing too, after the massive F1 75 season launch event in London in 2025. 7.5 million people tuned in to watch it live across their social media channels, and that doesn't include the viewing figures for where it was broadcast on TV in certain countries. It seems Liberty will do whatever they can to grow the F1 brand. Their efforts have been worthwhile too, with Forbes valuing the sport at $17.1 billion back in 2023, almost 4 times more than what they bought it for in 2016. Not bad, considering it's seen as a sport where people just drive around in circles.
Good evening, welcome to the Sports Bar on talkSPORT. I'm Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy's alongside me, still to come. We've got the midnight train. Get your calls in. You can chat to us about that. 03717 223344. But first, we are joined in the studio by Jacob Hawley and Jake Farrell, comedians and hosts of the Screen Rock podcast. Massive fans of the Sports Bar, I've heard. We've been meaning to get these guys on for ages because earlier this year they did a whole episode on the Sports Bar. Let's have a listen.
I have a kind of personal story around this as well. So the sports bar starts at 10 o'clock. And I used to play football when I was living in Letchworth for about 15 months. Play from 9 till 10 on a Wednesday. And then I would get in the car.
There you go, lads. talkSPORT, absolute shambles. Welcome to the show.
I'll tell you what, in our studio, you'd never get that. We'll hook you up if you want. We've got a good place where we're...
Always welcome. Welcome.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for having us.
How are you?
Yeah, we're all right. This is a bit of a dream come true for us. We're big fans of the sports bar, big fans of...
I don't know why, mate. Look, honestly, as you've seen, you've been here 5 minutes. It's an absolute shambles.
It is a shambles.
You've got Cundy running around, got stuff everywhere, can't even play the right clips. I mean...
I've been fortunate enough to do Hawksby and Jacobs in this room before.
Yeah?
Different vibe.
Different studio, I'm guessing. As well.
Different studio, different
vibe.
vibe.
The studio?
Yeah, beautiful, mate. Loads of screens, loads of cameras, capturing you in all your glory.
Yeah.
Jake asked me, we were watching in the green room before we came on. Jake asked me if you boys have been done up, if you do hair and makeup beforehand.
What hair have I done?
Well no,
there's nothing to do.
He was impressed. He was impressed by the way you guys are looking on
your camera ready. You're fresh. You're looking good.
Do you know what it is? We've been on holiday. That's what,
oh yeah.
We've been away on holiday.
Waldorf Astoria?
A little bit of a tan.
Holiday. He's got a massive forehead. But lads, we have got this clip, and I want to hear it. Come on.
I have a kind of personal story around this as well. So the sports bar starts at 10 o'clock. And I used to play football when I was living in Letchworth for about 15 months. Play from 9 till 10 on a Wednesday. And then I would get in the car to drive home. And it would be as the sports bar was starting.
Yeah.
And every week they would start on a Wednesday after a game, if something had happened that he could do this for, he would start the show like we're about to watch.
Good evening and welcome to the Sports Bar on talkSPORT. The boys are back together, me, Jamie O'Hara, and Jason Cundy's alongside me.
Oh, you Spurs! Has anyone seen Spurs?
And that would make me laugh or like chuckle to myself without fail every single time on the way home.
Yeah.
And when you watch that now, that's like Samuel Beckett, what he just did there. The repetition and the like insanity of it, that is genuinely like, it's like art. It's like jazz. It's like nothing I've ever heard. It's so funny, and it can only be allowed.
AJ Tracy.
AJ Tracy's so good.
Can you hear me, AJ Tracy? Your boys took one hell of a beating.
Whack, whack, whack.
Now, listen, let me tell you, boys, it's not art and it's not jazz. It's painful, and I'm sick of it.
I know.
But, you can't stop it.
I will just say, I heard a very good one last night.
Oh, do you know?
I heard a very good one last
If anyone had to doubt...
Spurs won, didn't they? I turned off with 10 minutes to go.
We turned off after 80 minutes. We thought you'd won. We thought you'd be happy when we came in the studio.
Who do you support, boys?
Huh?
Who do you support? Come on, who do you support?
So we grew up in Hertfordshire, just above North London.
Right.
Jake supports the local team.
Yeah, I'm a season ticket holder at Stevenage. My whole family are Leeds fans.
Good team, by the way, Stevenage.
Yeah.
Stevenage fans.
Yeah.
Right, okay. And who do you support? You're an Arsenal fan?
I'm an Arsenal fan, yeah.
I mean, come on. Like, you can't come in here and start giving out orders and dishing out me stick when you're an Arsenal fan. I mean, honestly, the biggest bottle jobs in the country.
No, you can't say that.
Banter FC.
You can't say that. Can't say that. I've had a good pre-season.
Good pre-season.
One at the weekend, looking good for Sunday. I'm not going to come in here and take the mick, by the way, because I think Spurs, and I don't enjoy saying this, Thomas Frank, I think that's one of the best managers in the league.
Yeah.
I think United made a big mistake not going there. I think you bought well. Polina is exactly what you need in central mid. I think there's every chance they finish top half of the table this season. I'm not taking the mick.
No, it's true. We said that to you, Jamie.
You're more of a Wolves fan anyway, no, Jamie? No?
Yeah, I thought Dorking was your club. I always understood that was the one that you really held.
Dorking. Love Dorking Wanderers. Good team.
How many games did you play for Dorking?
I don't know. How many did you get out? Did you run out?
About one. Billericay, though, I was on fire, boys.
Yeah.
Won the treble down the Ricky.
Oh, really?
That was an interesting... Was that with Glenn?
Yeah, Mr. Glenn Tampton.
Where's Glenn now?
Let's move on. Boys, how did the podcast start? Because obviously it's going well, right? Boys are flying. It's great banter.
Yeah.
Where did it all start?
Well, we've been doing stand-up, both of us, for nearly 10 years now.
Yeah.
Doing bits and bobs, Edinburgh Fringe, little bits of... I've done little bits of telly here and there and stuff like that. But I think in the last few years, it's podcast is like what people listen to. It's how you reach a bigger audience now. Me and him have been best mates since we met. Both from Stevenage. Yeah.
How long you know one another? That's if you met 3 weeks ago, that doesn't tell you.
No. We met when we started.
So since you met,
we met when we started 10 years ago.
Yeah,
so we're both from Stevenage originally, but we didn't know each other when we were growing up. And then we were just doing some horrible gig above a pub. Right. And then I think I was on before you. And I mentioned in my set I was from Stevenage. Then he knew, obviously, that as well. So afterwards, he was like, oh, my God, you're fit. And we knew people. Mm-hmm. So we always just did everything together. We did all the fringe shows together, went up and down. Comedians are horrible. They're weird people. So we didn't really get on with them. Right. So we just stuck together.
Why are they weird?
Huh?
Why are they weird?
You met any?
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah, they're weird people, aren't they? They're not normal.
I mean, the Edinburgh Fringe is on now. It's hell on earth. You don't want to be there. It's no. And we met like above a pub in Dalston, and Jacob said he was from Stevenage, and then it was mates of mates, and I rang around and said, "Does anyone know this Jacob Hawley guy?" And everyone said, "Steer well clear." Yeah. And then just like 7 years of badgering me, and then we started the podcast after that. So
what is the podcast? Well, explain to us what it is.
We just talk about you every week.
Yeah. It's like we just do it. We basically listen to this. We record it back, and then we analyse how Cundy's gone through the teams and what is included.
So just back Cundy, hopefully, because he talks guff.
There's a lot of comedians who do podcasts about books, films, intelligent things like that.
Yeah.
We just talk about rubbish that you watch on your phone.
No, but isn't that the best?
Or you listen to on talkSPORT.
But that's what I mean. I don't know. I don't want to take the mickey. How many books do you read regularly?
I never read a book.
There you go. How much rubbish do you watch on your phones regularly? Every day. Every day. Well, you say that. You were the one running around trying to find your charger before we came in this. You were flipping out.
My battery's dead on my phone.
Slagging off the studio as well.
He's been on
good studio.
See, outing, boys, outing.
No. Amazing
slagging
studio.
Off the new studio. £1 million this has cost.
Yeah.
He's been
charging
TikToking all day. He's worn his battery out on TikTok, and so we just started a podcast talking about. But I think really over the course of the last year or two since we've been doing it, it's just taking the mick out of each other. You know what it's like, we're big fans of the Sports Bar. We love you guys. You know, we
I'm more of a Goldstein guy myself, but that's...
Don't take it personally. Don't take it personally.
Goldstein.
I don't know who he is, mate.
He's a pool player, I think. No,
that rubbish pool player. Gets beat every time he goes to America. I don't know why he keeps getting invited.
As we say, we did a whole episode about the Sports Bar.
Yeah.
And not to get too serious about things, but like, I think nowadays there's so much like male mental health stuff. You know, men should talk, blah blah blah, and obviously, but it's also, for me, when I'm feeling low or I'm frustrated or stressed, whatever in my life, I just want to talk rubbish about sport.
Yeah.
I just want to talk rubbish about football. And I think for a lot of men who listen to this at home right now, who call in whatever,
yeah.
You know, I'm in my 30s now. I've got 2 kids, third one on the way. I don't have time to go down the pub with my mates as much as I like to. And so for me, that therapy for me is listening to you lot talk rubbish on the radio. Yeah, I like to, I don't. If I can't see my mates, I like to listen to Cundy. I like to listen to Goldstein. You know, Hawksby and Jacob, Jamie sometimes as well. But that's therapy.
Talking legend, Jamie.
Do you know what? Right. So we know that radio is an escapism. It's It's a way to. And you can sometimes you listen. It's on the background. It's background noise. Sometimes you tune in and so on. So the thing about this show is that the background is always football.
Right.
There's always football there, right? And sometimes there's big nights, sometimes there's not. But people take football too seriously, right? I think, and I've always thought this, I love my club. I take football too seriously. But when you listen to us, I think the Sports Bar in particular, it's a bit of escapism about, come on, guys. I've done as anyone's seen to him last night, right? I'll get the violin soon. No, it's a matter of fact.
I think you will.
Do you know what the sad thing is, boys, is when I started this show, I was going to try and make it professional. And I realised within 2 shows...
You wanted to be a serious journalist, yeah.
I wanted to be, you know, kick on,
fair
breakfast
play.
show.
Yeah.
Really want to, you know, make a name for myself. And then I realised I'm working with Jason Cundy.
Yes.
And I've got absolutely no chance.
It's a horses for courses situation, yeah.
So I've just got to just take it on the chin and deal with it.
No, but
people now listen to us just, you know, to hear us talk rubbish.
Yeah, but there's a place, right? If you're doing late night radio, there's a place for us and where we are. You're coming out of a ground. You want to talk about your club, and I understand the emotion, and that's where how talkSPORT works. The emotion and what's happened to your club, highs or lows. We want to hear from it,
right.
But I just think that people take football too seriously.
I think escapism is right, because that geezer rang up a minute ago and said that Man United were going to come above Liverpool. He's escaped from a mental hospital. Yeah. So, like, that escapism
He's escaped from an asylum.
He's escaped from Broadmoor Mental Hospital.
People are looking for him.
Yeah.
I'm guessing you get that on your show, right? People want to escape.
For sure.
I think that's when people listen to us. We're so inspired by the Sports Bar that we do our own live show once a month.
Amazing.
We call it the Rock Bar. Our little lot of lunatics phone in, give us their opinions, give us their thoughts, tell us about their lives, and it's what it's supposed to be.
Have you got a favourite one? Favourite episode?
What are the Sports Bar?
Oh, of the Rock Bar.
Oh, of ours.
The Rock Bar.
Is there anything? Are they? You know, is it because you get outrageous?
It's been.
So we're sponsored by a brewery.
Okay.
And
CCO drink.
Jacob kind of takes it, I think, as some kind of personal challenge of how many cans. And so we're up to 7.
We do 90 minutes, and I do 7 cans.
Yeah. Is that before the show?
That's during the show.
That's okay. How many before? Is there a little taster?
We have a few before, don't we? While we do our planning.
He uses we a lot when he meets me. Yeah.
Right, Ryan. Can we not get this sponsored by Whispering Angel? Can we not get that sorted?
Want some rosé?
This is it. Ex-footballers aren't happy with lager. They want rosé.
They want rosé in there,
Yeah, you know. I've got wheat intolerance. I need a bit of whispering.
Say eating intolerance.
We're also. I've got a favourite sports bar, and I'm a
moment.
Yeah.
Oh, go on.
Schmaltz Herring.
Oh, it's not.
Yeah, well, that was Goldstein.
No, you've had your moments as well,
I
Jack.
know. I mean, all you've done here is just come on and talk about you and Cundy and Goldstein.
You've had great
Jay.
You've had great
moments. It's amazing. It's an amazing moment.
It's an amazing moment.
And also the most amazing moment, which we kind of referred to in that episode, which was, I think, is...
I heard the episode, by the way.
You've listened to the whole thing?
And I heard the whole thing,
wow.
Yes. But it was an emotion. That was when Goldstein and I done a...
Well, this is it.
Show, right?
And I think you've done...
But it was look, when you work with someone for 14 years and you know the little foibles and you know them, even though we had rows and you got heat in the eyes, you know, when you work with someone as close, you're going to someone off, right? You're going to get under one of the skin. No, but you don't, right?
Oh,
but there's moments where you get emotional because sport and football matters. There's other things happening in your own personal life. But when the show you're talking about is when it was our final show, and it mattered. I mean, 14 years we created the sports bar.
Yeah,
you know, and that show mattered for sure.
Yeah. For a lot of people, as well. I mean, I pick out that Schmaltz Herring moment. I don't know whether the producers have teased you about this. Obviously, that was a long time ago, that Schmaltz Herring moment, right? And that kid at the time, how old was he?
Yeah, I don't know. Kevin.
Well, Kevin. That wasn't his real name.
Yeah.
He was 14.
Yeah.
He's 24 now.
Yeah, never phoned up again.
Good to see you again.
Imagine. Do you know the most amazing...
Imagine. He's never phoned up again, right? No, he's here.
I've started a podcast in order. It's a long way home.
This was a long way round to meeting you.
Wouldn't that have been sensational? But he never phoned back again.
No. But that's the beauty of the madness.
This is
and
radio.
I never want to hear from him again. No, I don't, because it will spoil it.
Yeah, it will spoil the moment. Yeah,
that's the beauty of radio. It's spontaneous. You don't know what's going to happen. And I think, you know, you get people phoning up giving you guys stick. You get people phoning up saying mad stuff like United are going to finish top 4. But I think this show means an awful lot to a lot of people.
Well, look, we've got loads to talk about with you. You're going to stay with us. If you've got any questions, you can phone us up. Give us a call. You want to speak to the boys? 03 717 22 3344. We've also got some classic clips we're going to play out. You're listening to the record-breaking Sports Bar on talkSPORT. Me, Jamie O'Hara, and Jason Cundy. Still to come. We've got Midnight Train. Get your calls in. You know what the deal is with that. Nothing too serious. Sport, politics. 03 717 22 3344. But we are joined in the studio by comedians and podcasters Jacob Hawley and Jake Farrell. Your podcast focuses on some of the biggest and weirdest stories on social media right now. So we thought, as you're with us on talkSPORT, have a look back at some of the strangest ever moments on the station. Right, we've got some clips here for you boys. Let's start with The Breakfast Show. Alan Brazil had a mare when asking a guest about the late comedian Bob Monkhouse's health.
So good.
Gary, what about Bob's health now?
He died at Christmas.
I think Mr. Brazil was just looking a little bit back there rather than forward. You're absolutely right. I heard two different versions of it, to be honest.
The terrible thing
two different versions, I was told.
Now, like, so
he's been done over there, hasn't he? He's been done over.
This is amazing because Porky and Alan Brazil. So my granddad used to have it on constantly. I used to go around my granddad's every morning before school, and that's not the only time that he's done that. He once was doing an interview about the former South African cricket captain Hansie Cronje, and the cricket correspondent said something about Hansie, and he said, "Oh, and how's Hansie doing now?" And he said, "Hansie's dead, mate." And he went, "Oh, a researcher's getting fired tomorrow." And it was like, I thought when it was like, oh, he's confused someone who's dead. I was like, oh, it's going to be that clip. And to know that he's done it twice, that's a really special moment.
Big Al is a special character.
Oh, what a legend.
Absolute legend.
You've had one of them. Goldstein did that with you. Goldstein...
He killed me off.
Yeah, for a laugh. For a laugh.
And, but what a response the public gave. The People's Prince, though. They were leaving flowers outside Stamford Bridge.
It weren't Spurs fans, that's for sure. They turned up with laughter track.
It was me and Jacob. I was singing Candle in the Wind.
Yeah. Do you know about this? What Goldstein did?
No.
He killed me off. He said I died in a boating accident. It was a throwaway comment. And, of course, people believe in radios. Yeah. People believe and trust radio, right?
Yeah. How can he come out of that?
It's Goldstein.
How can you say that?
It's outrageous.
Also, this would have been 4 PM.
I know. And my poor mum was working.
Oh no!
No, this is terrible. I'm going to throw Goldstein right under the bus. I don't care. My poor mum was at work the following day, and she had a friend of hers phone up, saying, "I'm sorry to hear your son is dead." I know, right? I know. We laugh, right? We laugh. My poor mum had to deal with these phone calls at work. Anyway.
Wow.
Anyway,
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have rung her at work.
No. Sorry to hear about Jace. Yes.
That's outrageous. All right, sticking with the breakfast show, Big Al Ray Parlour analysing World War II.
This is great.
Winning the war was unbelievable, wasn't it? The party they must have had when they won the war. Blasé, wasn't he, Winston Churchill? He went for things and we think, well...
he loved a bevy, didn't he?
Well, obviously cigars and, you know, it could have gone either way, but it was unbelievable how they took chances and it come out on top.
It's like he's analysing a game, isn't it? It's a little bit like last night. Could have
gone either way. Yeah. Yeah, the Germans tied towards the end, and we nicked a couple, and then there we go.
Dug in.
Famous.
Didn't have enough.
Talking tactics on World War II.
Oh, it's so good.
I'm a massive Ray Parlour fan because he was a hero at Arsenal at the time that I was just starting to get into the club, and he obviously still does a lot of stuff with Arsenal. He'll go on the pre-season tours with the club now.
That's great.
And the thing is, you'll see him on the Arsenal social media accounts. They'll have pictures with him and Gunnosaurus in Singapore, whatever, meeting fans, blah, blah. But then via his own personal social media, it's Cobra Bombs. Yeah. And I always think, like, when we signed, for example, Gabriel Martinelli, and he's come straight from the 4th Division in Brazil, he's in the squad, he's young, he's travelling around with Arsenal, he probably didn't know Arsenal that well. Someone's had to explain to Martinelli who this guy is, because he'll be like, who's this guy who's getting on it every night and then sticking his arm around Gunnosaurus to take pictures of fans in Singapore?
He's one of the best English footballers ever.
Yeah, someone's going to have to say he won the FA Cup, mate. He's a double winner.
Yeah, he is a ledge. He loves to drink, though.
One of our own, that's what they say.
He is one of our own.
He's had some Cobra Bombs that have gone west over the years.
Oh, mate.
He's one for the Queen, I believe.
On the tube, that was a good clip. Remember that one on the tube?
What about him and Big Al walking around Waitrose when there's a wine bar in Waitrose?
No, it's one of the best clips I've ever seen.
It's sensational.
You've seen that clip?
Yeah.
Oh, mate, it's unbelievable.
I've got mates who work around here, and they genuinely hang around Friday, sort of late morning, in the hope that they're going to see like, Brazil falling out of a pub at 11:30 a.m.
Let me give them some advice.
Yeah, go on.
London Bridge Hotel, 10:10. He'll be in there.
Yeah,
That's exactly where.
have a bottle of Whispering Angel ready. You'll be laughing.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, let's move on. Another Breakfast Show legend, Tony Cascarino, showed us how good his French is when interviewing Robert Pires.
What is it about the Arsenal that makes you feel at home?
Yes, I like it, the England. I like it, London, and for me, Arsenal, I think is the best club in this country.
Yes, I like Arsenal very much. I love living in London, and I feel that Arsenal is the best club in the country.
Never good. I mean, Steve's never really recovered from it either, is he? Poor old Steve McLaren. I think
Barton did it in France.
Sorry.
What? We all do it though, right?
We all do it. This is
but you're ordering a cerveza. You're not talking on national radio when you're saying one large beer, please. Do you know what I mean? Like, he should be aware of where he is. Surely.
I try and impress.
Sorry. What's just happened there? Has he translated?
What do you mean?
But why is it? I don't get it.
You think he's trying to translate what Pires said into better English?
Yes.
There's not a translator in your ear. It's not the UN. We're not at the
He's
UN.
trying to talk back to him, but just doing it slowly and in a French accent.
Yeah. Like if you're ordering a croque monsieur. Like, it's just...
Who's he speaking to?
Robert Pires.
He just Hold on.
He just said a very similar...
And I go, so Robert Pires said something.
In English.
Right, in English.
Yeah.
Who was Cass speaking to?
This is like being on my podcast, actually.
Am I being thick?
He was talking back to Pires, but he just said a very similar thing to Pires.
But in a French kind of
French accent.
cadence.
You understand, Jamie, you know what happened.
Yeah. Okay, why is he repeating it back to him?
Well, he hasn't repeated it. He said he's saying what he thinks.
But in French.
But in French.
French English.
Yeah.
Fringlish.
Yeah, so I mean, we all do it, right? We go on holiday.
Oh, yeah.
I don't do that.
No, can I have a Portuguese beer, please?
Garinda's doing it at the Waldorf Astoria. No trouble about that.
La Cuenta, por favor.
Yeah, La Cuenta.
The other thing I do, if I'm in a cab abroad, say I'm in Spain, and I run out of conversation with cab driver, I'll just start mentioning Spanish footballers.
And that's what you do, though, isn't it?
Cazorla.
If you know one from the region, even better. Yeah. Ideal, yeah.
I was in Mykonos the other week, right, and I had a moan up, right? There's a table wasn't booked, people are on it, and I booked this table, paid good money for it. Guy come over to me and he said, the table not ready. And I said, it's not good enough. Not good enough. I paid 500. They're on my table. Yeah, you see. And then he went away.
Sorry, which one's you?
I can't. So anyway, sorry, you translating into Greek?
Yeah. That's my Greek. So he comes back 10 minutes later. He goes, "Oh, you like soccer?" I said, yeah, I like soccer. He said, 94th minute winner. I have table for you. Very good.
Oh, nice.
I'm like, oh, my friend. Good.
Did you get Stelios Giannakopoulos in there just to name a couple of footballers?
Give me some Terence Latta. Right, let's go. Now, game day phoning. I mean,
was that as a sensation?
This is unbelievable. It's gone viral. This says Jamie. Well, I'm saying Jamie, myself, Gabby got a call from a very passionate Newcastle fan.
You're worth like billions, but you can't. You have to sell.
You don't have to sell this summer. It's all paper nonsense. You haven't got a clue.
Pete, we'll give you 50 million for him.
You haven't got a clue. We haven't got to sell this summer. And talkSPORT has been spouting that nonsense for months. And it's absolute.
Simon Jordan's told us.
To listen to. Do you know something? It's absolutely hilarious to listen to because you've been spouting FFP nonsense for 3 months and we don't have to sell. It's so funny.
I mean, they're going to sell Isaac next week.
I know.
He's going to have a breakdown.
Someone needs to check in on Pete.
There's a lot going on up on the Tyne at the moment.
Yeah, the Geordies have had a long time.
Have you got Pete's number?
What?
Is he still in the system?
Well, he's Pete, the Newcastle fan.
I know, but track him down.
I'm sure he's fine.
The Geordies have had a rough one, haven't they, this summer? They've had all that with the players leaving. Isaac's going to go.
No, but it's just Newcastle.
talkSPORT spouting that FFP nonsense. They've had to deal with that as well.
No, but they're just Newcastle. I keep saying it. Like, they're a good team, great fans. It's just Newcastle.
Yeah.
Eddie Howe's
they're trying to get the big players. They want to leave.
We're doing a tour show in Newcastle, so I would just like to say that lovely city, and really looking forward to going.
Yeah, great people. Great people.
But you do the show from here, though, don't you? So
yeah. I don't know if we can do an OB. That's a long train.
No, but the problem they've got is they've got one of the best strikers in the world.
Right.
One of the best strikers in the world doesn't play for Newcastle.
Alan Shearer might beg to differ. Yeah.
Okay, name another one. So that's the problem you've got, right?
Don't know about Les.
I mean, come on.
You're not having Les?
No, one of the best strikers.
If Les was here now, 100%. But
You know what I mean? That's the reason. One of the best strikers in the world doesn't play for Newcastle, and that's the problem they've got. When you've got the best striker, it's a food chain. If you've got the best centre half in the world, and he's playing for a team in mid-table or wherever they are in.
I'm batting for the Geordies. They're not mid-table. They've got Champions League.
Yeah.
They've got Champions League.
Yeah, but they're not.
Richest owners in the world.
Yeah,
I think Isak. What Isak can say is if they're going to walk around saying he's worth 150 million quid, they've got to pay him 300 grand a week.
No, but he don't want to sign. That's the problem. So what we saw with Marinakis and Gibbs White, right? Gibbs White, Marinakis. Everyone says he's pulled an absolute stroke there, Marinakis. He hasn't. What he's done, he said. So here's the one that's happened. Gibbs White's got another 100 grand a week off the back of it. He's like an interest in 100 grand a week off Newcastle. He wants that at Liverpool. And there's two totally different scenarios.
Yeah. All right, let's finish with a clip from Talk Radio. Mike Graham had an awkward interaction with one of his guests.
Oh, mate.
What are you glued to, Cameron?
Just your screen, unfortunately.
Unfortunately? What do you do for a living, Cameron?
I'm a carpenter.
A carpenter, right. So how safe is that for the climate?
Well, I work with timber, which is a much more sustainable material rather than concrete. I also
But you work with trees that have been cut down then, don't you?
It's a sustainable building practice.
How is it sustainable if you're killing trees?
Because it's regenerative, you can grow trees.
Right. Well, you can grow all sorts of things, can't you?
Well, you can't grow concrete.
You can. See you, Cameron. Cheerio. That was Cameron. He grows trees and then cuts them down and then makes things from them.
It's amazing.
He's gone down a funny route, hasn't he, Graham? So he used to do, obviously, with Porky.
Too much.
He was on here. Now, it's that stuff now, arguing with carpenters.
Yeah.
I like the way that he, at the end of that call, kind of signs off with a, kind of dig at carpentry in general. He goes, oh, that's Cameron. He cuts trees down and makes them from the. Yeah, that's helpful. Yeah.
What a mug!
Everyone, have you ever used a table? Do you know what I mean? I don't know. How is MG in the building now?
No.
Are you worried?
Yeah, a little bit.
Because I might say,
big boy.
Depends. Yeah,
he's a big boy.
I mean, that was the golden era. Him and Porky.
Porky's.
Them talking about pigeons.
Porky's top tier.
Yeah.
And this is. I think really. What people don't respect sometimes with what you guys do with this, it's a lot of air to fill. It's a lot of time to fill. And you guys have got the callers. They didn't have anything. Porky and Mike Graham, it was just the two of them.
They had the copy of the Daily Mirror from that day.
Yeah,
that was it.
And it was it. Back and forth, bang, bang, bang. And they'd fill the time. Yeah. It didn't matter where it went. Home in...
Whether Michael Jackson was controlled by the mob.
Yeah.
I don't know about that, but what he did say is that there should be wing mirrors for racehorses.
Yeah.
I don't even remember that conversation.
Yeah, and I 100% agree with that.
He said you should make. He said that you should make football shirts out of paper. So if anyone tries to rip someone else's shirt, it can just break and the player can break away.
Something in that. Something in that. Don't knock it.
Boys, where can we find your podcast?
Everywhere. Screen Rot Podcast, YouTube, Apple, Spotify, all those good places.
Can we get me and Cundy on?
Oh, listen.
You're joking?
This Wednesday, call in the Rock Bar. We'd love to have you.
The Rock Bar.
Take your calls.
What time you on?
Listen, I'll definitely come on and do a stint with you.
Oh, listen.
100%. Yeah.
We've got a live show. We've got a live show at Shepherd's Bush Empire next January as well.
Time? I'm busy.
You
and Porky.
We're doing Shepherd's Bush Empire in January. We just done a live show in London last week, so we're doing it again January. Shepherd's Bush Empire, 31st of Jan. Love to have you boys down. We had Big John last Friday. Came and joined us.
Big John, good lad.
Bosh. Did you say $5,000 for you guys?
No, $5,000 for me. I'll do it for nothing.
What about Goldstein? You got Goldstein's price?
Goldstein was 10.
I say no. You're both cheaper than Big John. I say that.
We owe a lot of money to Big John.
Yeah.
We've started a crowdfunder if people can get in touch.
Even more Chinese food if we're paying him that way.
Yeah, need a good Chinese with Big John, that's for sure. Absolute pleasure, boys.
Thanks so much.
Thanks for coming on. Great fun. Jacob Hawley there, Jake Farrell, Screen Rock podcast. Make sure you check it out on all the podcast platforms. We're going to move on. You're listening to the Sports Bar on talkSPORT with talkSPORT Bet. Download the new talkSPORT Bet app today. 18 plus, begamware.org. Yeah, you are listening to the record-breaking Sports Bar talkSPORT. Me, Jamie O'Hara, and Jason Cundy are going to be doing the back pages in just a moment. I've got to pick my Sun Dream team as well. But time to take a look at the latest odds with talkSPORT Bet.
Footy Foreplay with talkSPORT Bet. Download the app or visit talksportbet.com for all the latest odds and offers. 18 plus, gambleaware.org.
Right, Rhino joins us. All right, Rhino.
Evening, lads.
Here
You
he
all
is.
right?
I'm all right, son. How are you?
I'm good, man. You know, I haven't spoke to you in the new studio. Look at you both glowing. You got your tans. You got the new background in the studio.
It does feel like a bit of a get-up in here with, you know, with the lighting and everything. You know, the problem is I feel like I've put on £10. I don't know whether that's the TV or I've actually put on £10.
You got to blame it on the
Jay,
cameras,
you look
haven't
all right,
I
mate.
look
You
all
look good,
right.
man.
You know, I look all right.
Jay,
You look.
I mean,
you're glowing, man. You're glowing. Don't do that.
you look
to
like
yourself.
Henry VIII.
That's what my mates call me.
That's so niche.
Do they?
Yeah, my mates call me Henry VIII.
They don't.
They do.
They don't.
That is actually what they call me. It's Liberty, isn't it? King Henry, they call me.
How many wives you had?
Oh, right. Come on, let's get into some games here. Look, live on talkSPORT, big game tomorrow, 8 p.m. Liverpool v Bournemouth. Odds?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, curtain raiser, isn't it? And we don't have to talk about Heatwave 11s anymore. She's back, isn't she? This is it now. The Prem's back. I can't wait for it. Yeah, we're ready to go, man. I don't mind telling you, I know you both sat down. Liverpool, of course, they're the favourites to win this one. They're on at 2-7 for the first game of the season. Bournemouth are as big as 8-1. 8-1 to pick up that win at Anfield. I mean, what a game to get in your first game, Liverpool at Anfield, but that's the way it is. The Jaws on at 5-1. I don't know. I don't know if Liverpool are going to read into this Community Shield or they're just going to chuck it behind them. I'm pretty sure that's going to be the latter, so I expect them to go full guns blazing. Mo Salah to score first is who I'm picking here, 27-10. I think last season he set the record for 9 opening day goals. Okay. So you'd be almost mad to back against him. He always scores on the opening day. It's 31-40 any time. I'm not feeling that.
Both teams to score?
Oh, I can pull that one up for you. That's not one I've prepared, but I can pull
sorry,
one up for you.
Rhino. Well, I'm just, like we're talking about Liverpool, the Community Shield. They looked a little bit open, do you know?
Yeah,
Bournemouth, not bad side. Both teams to
score. But who do you think is going to win it?
Liverpool.
11-8. 11-8. Okay. So that's not too bad. Yeah. So I'm of the same line of thinking. Won't be a clean sheet. So yeah. In fact, let's go with that. You've done well. You've done my job for me. I like that one.
Okay. What about the Club World Champions to take on what? What's the matter? What's the matter? No, next 4 years. Club World Champions take on Palace. By the way, I think this is a tough game for Chelsea. I'm going to go for a scrappy 1-goal advantage, 1-0 to Chelsea or 2-1 to Chelsea.
Is it Chelsea?
This is going to be the Club World Champions. This is going to be a
Chelsea.
Is that
the club?
Is it Stamford Bridge?
Stamford Bridge. But I know I'd show Palace respect, as we saw against City and Liverpool. Right, go into this thinking this is going to be a formality. I don't subscribe to that. I'm expecting a tough game here. Glasner's obviously an astute manager.
Well, no one can say you're not too biased because that's fair. I did not expect you to say that. I'm not going to lie to you. Chelsea won nearly 7-1. Just for context there. I hear what you're saying. But when you read into the odds here, they're massive favourites. They're on at 11-20. Palace are on at 17-4. So in terms of the traders and the people that cook up the odds, they think it's heavily in Chelsea's favour. The Jaws on at 31-10 here. You've got to look at Pedro, haven't you? I don't know.
Yeah.
João Pedro or Pedro Neto. It's two Pedros now.
There is. Yeah.
João or Neto.
Yeah, I think João Pedro, probably he'll be playing over Delap, won't he? I mean, this is going to be, I suppose you don't know yet, and it's going to develop over the next couple of games, but João Pedro's on at 65 to score anytime, so I'm going to look at that. Or Cole Palmer anytime's the same price. He's on at 6-5 as well. If you want that Palace perspective, Cundy, I know you're saying that they might grow into this game. 2-1 anytime, Mateta. That's probably the strike you want to look at, isn't it? So, yeah, it might be tough, but I'm picking Chelsea to win the league, boys. I'm not going to lie to you.
Wowzers.
That's my outside shout. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm going to leave that there. Spurs taking on Burnley. The mighty Spurs are back after taking PSG right to the final moments.
Yeah.
It was a massive performance from the boys.
Spurs, you're back.
Easy 3 points for Tottenham.
Wow, the odds suggest that is the case. 1-3 favourites, massive, absolutely massive favourites. It's saying it's going to be a whooping. I'm not going to lie to you. Burnley are on at 7-1, as big as 7-1. The Jaws on at 15-4. I know. I've taken the liberty of getting some nice Spurs specials for you here, Jay. So you've got Solanke to be the top goal scorer in the league. That's 25-1. So you can have a look at that. Spurs to finish in the top 4. That's 5-1. Spurs to finish in the top 5 is 9-4, or Spurs to win any trophy is 4-1. Do you like the sound of any of those? Putting some respect on Spurs' name? No. What, you don't? Any trophy at 4-1?
Top 5. Top 5.
You like it?
What are Spurs to go down, Rhino?
Oh, do you know what? I wasn't nasty enough to pick that one out.
No, there's a lot of fans out there that understand what I'm going to say. Just want to get Jay. What are you doing?
Honestly, mate, so boring.
It's not my fault we finished 17th last year.
All right, okay.
Ouch.
Rhino, just want to know what the odds are to go down.
Do you know what? I say to finish bottom, I've got in front of me. I pulled that one up really quickly. 500-1.
But no, just go down. Get relegated.
Go on.
What?
You just want to go down.
Next season to start championship favourites.
I don't think I'm going to be able to pull that up on time, but I'll tell you 500-1 to finish bottom. I'm being nice to Jay here. I'm being nice to Jay. That's what I'm doing.
Just quickly, outright favourites. Is it Liverpool?
Yes. Massive
City?
favourites to be. Yeah, no, actually, it's Liverpool at 13-8. They're the favourites. Then Arsenal second at 9-4. Then it's City third in the betting at 7-2, and it's the club world champions here. They're on at 7-1, fourth in the betting. That's who I'm going to go for. Then you look at United at 16-1, and then Spurs.
Sorry, hold on.
14-1.
United. Sorry, who's fifth favourite?
Manchester United to win the league. They are fifth favourites.
See what is going on there?
Because they're Man United. That's only a reason. Right, I've got to go. I'm running out of time. Top man,
All right,
mate.
boys,
Thank you.
Take care.
That was Footy Foreplay. Thanks to TalkSport Bet. Terms and conditions apply. 18+. Be going with a dog.
Footy Foreplay with talkSPORT Bet. Download the app or visit talksportbet.com for all the latest odds and offers. 18+, gambleaware.org.
Right, we've got back pages. They're coming up next. You're listening to the Sports Bar on talkSPORT. Me, Jamie O'Hara, and Jason Cundy. Still to come. We've got a train. You know what to do. Get involved. 03 717 22 3344. Only works if you get involved. But now we're going to do back pages. Yeah, joining us now, talkSPORT's very own Jack Cunningham. Go through him, all right, Jack?
Evening, lads. How you doing?
Good, mate. I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad at all. Was at the old cheeky Premier League opening show at the Drive, so I still got me Newcastle top on, obviously.
Yeah. You got Isaac on the back?
No, it has not got Isak on the back. I don't get names.
We
on
got on
the
the back.
Of
Have you got anything on the back?
No, I don't get names on the back of shirts specifically for this reason, because this sort of thing happens. So yeah.
Well, look, let's get straight into it. Isak can have
into it,
future here. That's Eddie Howe is still hopeful. It's in the Times.
Yeah, so Eddie Howe's done a really big sit-down interview with the Times. It's actually really, really good, and it kind of
You're a
shows.
Newcastle fan.
Yeah, of course. But, like, look, Eddie Howe always speaks well. I think he's dealt with this whole situation brilliantly, to be fair. Like, the way he's spoke about it the whole time. He's never thrown Isak under the bus or anything like that. I feel like what he's done is clearly opened up the path for Isak to return at some point. I feel like, obviously, we're not going to see anything like that until the end of the transfer window. If he does still be a Newcastle player when the transfer window closes, in my opinion, I see no way that Isak doesn't just get reintegrated into the team, because ultimately Suarez did the same thing. Suarez said he was never going to play for Liverpool again. Then he went on to have his best ever season. Kane did it as well, said he wasn't going to play for Tottenham again when Manchester City were interested. They come back and they get back into the team, because as a top footballer and as a top striker, he's not going to just sit on the bench and the reserves for a year and just refuse to play football because he didn't get his move to Liverpool. It's a World Cup year, and ultimately, if you do want to move on next summer and you want to move to one of these top clubs, you can't just take 12 months out because you're in a huff. I don't think any team would even those caliber of teams wouldn't be interested anymore. Like, it's just not feasible. So ultimately, I feel like the way it's going, because unless Liverpool raise their offer significantly, Newcastle will not sell, because he's still got 3 years left on his deal. And ultimately, Newcastle have tried desperately to replace Alexander Isak. I mean, they paid about £80 million for Benjamin Sesko, which would have smashed our transfer record. And in the end, he chose Manchester United. And now there's no one else really on the market who can come close to replacing Isak. So it's getting to the point now we're in a position where, unless Liverpool offer £150 million, I don't see how he's going anywhere, because they obviously hope that because what he's doing, it's going to lower the price for Isak. But that would set a dangerous precedent for Newcastle and other teams, whereby, if you want to leave Newcastle, all you got to do is go on strike and refuse to play, and then they knock £30-40 million off your transfer value.
Okay.
So we're in that position. That's how I see it.
Okay. Don't agree. I think he's going to. I think the best thing to part company, but we will see. A back page of the Star Crown Jewels. It's Arne Slot reckons winning the title again will be a whole lot harder, and I totally agree with him.
Yeah, I think he's totally right. I mean, obviously Liverpool have had a really good summer. I mean, we're talking about the amount of money they've spent and the players they've brought in, with obviously Leone coming in as well. It's nearly £300 million they've spent this summer. But equally, other teams have strengthened massively as well. I mean, Chelsea have strengthened, Manchester City have strengthened, and Arsenal have strengthened as well. And one thing with Liverpool that we're looking at their team right now, centre-back, even with Leone joining, is still a position of weakness, in the sense of Van Dijk's ageing, Konate's future is entirely unclear, Joe Gomez is always injured, Leone's still only 18. It'd be a lot of pressure to throw him in immediately and, try and deal in a Premier League title race. So there's a lot of question marks over the defence, I think. And also I feel like it's that almost the challenge of going again and trying to get onto another level and trying to win it once more. There's teams have struggled to do that in the past. And again, it's just more that there's going to be a lot more competition this year. I think Liverpool were brilliant last season in the sense of that they got the results, but I don't think necessarily in all of their games and a lot of their games they even played that well. In fact, in the first half of the season, I think you could argue that basically Salah just kept turning up and scoring massive goals and getting huge goal contributions, and that was one of the reasons that they kind of managed to pull away from the other teams. And obviously Chelsea were there as well, and then Chelsea dropped off. So I don't think it's going to be like that this season, and I think Slot's right to send that warning to his team in the sense of, they need to not expect it to be easy, and we'll have to see what happens.
All right. Back page of the Sun. Man United had more in reserve. This talking about Sporting Lisbon captain if they don't get Carlos Baleba.
Yeah, so they've identified Morten Hulmand as a potential option to Carlos Baleba. So Hulmand played for Amarin, of course, at Sporting. So he's a player he knows really well. Central defensive midfielder, Danish international. Of course, Baleba's the top choice, but the price tag that has been quoted at the moment is £120 million. Brighton have no real intention of selling Belieber in the sense, I mean, and that's absolutely fair enough. Like, he's a player who they believe has got at least one more year left on the South Coast. So if they don't get Belieber, it looks like Manchester United are going to look at Hjulmand. And, you know, again, I mean, much cheaper. And that's one thing, much cheaper. And a player Amarin knows. So it is a deal that makes sense. We'll have to see if it happens. Obviously, Belieber's the top target, and I'm sure they will definitely submit a bid for him at some point. It's just then a case of, obviously the player wants to join as well, but then it's a case of, do Brighton fold and give in, or do they stand strong and stick to their stance of that he's not going this summer? So we'll have to see what happens there.
Okay, and just quickly, Jack, what's the latest on the talkSPORT website?
Yeah, so Jacob Ramsey's going to join Newcastle. He just flown in tonight for his medical. But the main issue here is that Aston Villa, despite this guy being a PSR deal in the sense of he's an academy player, so it's all pure profit for them, £40 million with the add-ons, they can't spend any of it. So we understand that despite this money coming in, because of the UEFA rules and the UEFA constrictions, Aston Villa are still not going to actually be able to spend this money that they're getting from Jacob Ramsey to improve their squad. So it's a sign of the rules here, you know.
I just don't get it how this could be good for football. I just don't get it.
I know, you're totally right.
Selling homegrown players, that's the one thing you don't want to do, but you have to sell them